If porn was high performance in the bedroom, then a high-speed car chase in your favorite movie is supposed to be your everyday morning commute. Do you get that? Why aren't you speeding through red lights, shooting back at the cops? That's not real, but you believe porn is real. Why? What's up, brother? Welcome back. High performance. It's interesting, right? I mean, when you think about your highest performance in your life, in the bedroom, what comes up? Were you 22 years old? Were there artificial substances in your bloodstream? Or are you living that high performance bedroom lifestyle right now? The scary thing is that for the guys that I work with, they haven't felt that high performance in the bedroom for a number of years, decades even. Some guys in their 20s and 30s have never experienced this feeling of high performance in the bedroom. It's just a myth that they see dudes on porn just smashing away with rock hard penises for over 30 minutes and start to compare themselves to that standard. It's bullshit, bro, to be honest. And it's sad that men are even trying to live up to this false standard because they've been trained that porn is how sex is supposed to look like. What if you could just take a step back for a moment and understand, really comprehend that porn is a movie? Okay, it's designed for viewing pleasure, but it's not real. If you tried to pound your wife like that every night because you thought it was how to keep your man card, then you're missing out on the very point that is sex. Sex is an act that brings two people together in the moment. There isn't supposed to be a plot or a script or a format, okay? I mean, I saw that guy on the internet doing this thing for 30 minutes, and so that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Comparing your results to his is insanity, okay? Sex is about you and your wife or girlfriend connecting, experiencing intimacy, feeling the emotions of deep passion, okay? That's high performance in the bedroom. Not having your naked wife in front of you and you having an inner dialogue the entire time about, am I gonna be hard enough? Am I gonna last long enough? Is she gonna enjoy this? Am I man enough if I can't give her multiple orgasms? Blah, blah, blah. High performance in the bedroom is all about showing up exactly as you are right now. And in understanding that you're not a character in some random movie, you're the character in your own movie. You get to become the hero, or you can try to mimic other heroes and never actually become the version of yourself that you were meant to be. And that's a choice that you get to make. Will you be a copy of somebody else, or will you stand up and become your best self? When I was going through my worst with porn, I was using my hand to mimic what I was gonna do to a woman, right? I was practicing and edging longer and longer, only to be destroyed in the end. When I learned that all my training was actually the cause of my P.I.E.D, the very thing that I was trying to improve actually destroyed me because I was just trying to copy other guys from porn, right? I had no idea what actually turned me on. I had no idea how to talk with a girl. I had no idea how to seduce her or be romantic. The only thing that I knew was that I was supposed to pretend to be a plumber and she was gonna magically come suck my dick. But that never happened. What the hell, right? Oh well, I guess I'll just keep practicing, right? One day my dreams are gonna come true. That's not high performance in the bedroom. That's called being afraid to live my own life. Brother, I don't want you to suffer the same fate as me, all right? It took me years to understand that porn was crushing my dreams of really connecting with women and experiencing high performance in the bedroom. Not even to mention how porn completely ruined my idea of what a real relationship looked like. But I'll make another video on that soon. But long story short, the fantasy involved in porn taught me that women are just objects, right? Sex dolls. If they were hot enough, I'd put them on a pedestal because, they're more important than me, which meant I'd never have the courage or the strength to go speak with them in the first place. And on the other end of the spectrum was that they weren't attractive to me. Because in my secret life of jerking off to porn to all my top tier sex symbols, I didn't want to waste my time on ugly women, but this wasn't conscious, right? I was self-sabotaging myself without fully comprehending what I was doing. All right. So I stayed single, not happy, but I was lonely, sad, and depressed. The only joy that I thought I had was a few minute high when I was watching my favorite scenes, only to feel like complete garbage after the deed was done. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about. So I got a little bit sidetracked right there, but the key to this video is understanding that porn is not high performance in the bedroom. If porn was high performance in the bedroom, then a high-speed car chase in your favorite movie is supposed to be your everyday morning commute. Do you get that? Why aren't you speeding through red lights, shooting back at the cops? That's not real, but you believe porn is real. Why? Maybe you think a dwarf and an elf are gonna come to mid-ground and you're gonna have to call upon the gray wizard to save the kingdom. I hope you can sense the sarcasm because I'm trying to lay it on pretty thick. All right, I want you to drive the point home that when you compare yourself to porn, you're taking a fake scenario and applying it to your life. You're never going to win that battle. So, what should you do instead? How do we create high performance in the bedroom? Well, brother, I'm glad you asked. All right, let's go. What's the first thing that you struggle with when you have your wife spread eagle on your anniversary, ready to go? You know, she's laying there in her silky smooth outfit. She's lit the candles already. She's poured the wine, and you're in your head. What are those words? Like, I know it because I've been there. You're thinking, how in the hell am I supposed to rock her world like my favorite dudes on porn? And you start building up so much imaginary pressure that you could turn your balls into diamonds. Okay, you start stressing so bad. You can't back out now though, right? So you start to kiss her, you start to play along, and you're in your head, you're like, this better work tonight. This better work tonight. And it's not a fun experience, right? It's not passionate, it's not intimate. To say that it's high performance, it's more likely to get you booed off the stage. So obviously, the very first thing you have to do is stop taking the poison. Stop watching porn. Stop pretending that porn is real. And for the love, stop trying to act like they do on porn. Just like that. Whew. Can you feel that sense of relief? You no longer have to replicate anything that's fake. Now, I know you're not stupid. We both know this isn't the magical lever that you just stop watching porn and suddenly you're rock hard in an instant. But I mean, let's be real. Like somewhere deep down, you wish it was that easy, right? But you've been damaging your neural pathways for how long by watching porn? Oh, years. And you think that taking a week off is gonna be the solution? You know, you're gonna be back to your firmest in no time. Well, my brother, here's the hard truth about P.I.E.D. Porn is not the problem. What? Of course it is. Nah, bro. Porn is the vehicle you've chosen. You think that by watching porn, you're somehow serving yourself. You're bored. Let's watch porn. You're lonely. Even married guys can be lonely. Let's watch porn. You're sad. You're depressed. You're stressed out. Let's watch porn. You could have chosen to be an alcoholic or a drug addict, but you chose porn because it's more acceptable. I mean, every guy you know, basically at some point in his life has jerked off to porn. Not every guy uses heroin. See what I mean? And in the short term, porn checks off all your boxes. Lonely? Well, here's some beautiful women. Stressed? Well, here, push your magical pressure release valve. Bored? Wow, look at all the action in here. It does it all, right? It solves all your problems in one go, but at the cost of some very big problems moving forward, as you know. So my friend, the problem isn't porn. The problem is that you're lonely, you're bored, you're stressed, you're depressed, you're sad, and you don't know how to deal with those constructively. Maybe you're like I was. And it was just easier to play with my mutton dagger than actually go out and face rejection. Or worse, if I actually got a girl and things went well, then I'd have to go through the trauma of dealing with my soft penis. So I just stayed stuck for years until I started working on the real solutions to my real problem. Okay? I was my own worst enemy. I started to work on myself, and my self-image started to raise. And as my self-image started to raise, I could start to see the behaviors that were no longer serving me. I could see that porn was no longer the solution that I thought it was. And it was actually damaging me long term. I started to do things that I call inner work that changed the very fiber of who I wanted to be and who I would show up as in the world. All right, I quit drinking. I quit smoking weed on a daily basis. I focused on my health and my fitness. All right, I gave myself things to do to keep myself busy, focused, entertained. Things that help with depression and sadness, like boosting my endorphins. Okay, this was my life. And honestly, I was tired of living as a man who was less than, worthless. I knew that the way that I was living wasn't working. And I was the only one who could actually make that shift. And I know you're probably asking yourself right now, how do I get there? How do I become the player, the hero in my own life? And if I get there, like, how do I stay there? Because I don't want to slip back into my old habits. And here's the catch, bro. I could tell you everything I did right here and right now. And I could overload you with everything that you needed to know on how to reverse your P.I.E.D and how to get porn out of your life once and for all. But we both know you wouldn't appreciate that as much as if I wrapped it up nicely into an online portal where you could access all of it, all in one place. A place where I can monitor your progress and actually help hold you accountable to get the results that you say you want. So what I've done is I've created an online portal called the Extreme Erection Protocol Mastermind, where I guide you through my process of reversing ED and P.I.E.D. And I share with you exactly what I did and what my students are doing. And I'm giving you access to this for free. And only if you want to continue will you be charged the silly, stupidly small price that I'm offering it for. All right, I'm opening this up as a confidential mastermind for the first time at this lower price to help more men at scale. All right, so I'm hoping that my sacrifice of lowering my price point without sacrificing the value of the content is not only a show of good faith on my part, but maybe it's the lowering of the barrier that you need to actually step forward and show up for yourself and get your life back. I want to help you facilitate your life change if you'll let me. I'm going to give you the ability to come in, digest the content, make sure it makes sense for you and that it fits your exact situation. Obviously, you know that you're not going to become rock hard overnight. So if that's your plan, just stay away. But it's important that you know that I'm in this for the long haul. And I want to know that you're in this as well. Plus, this way you're able to make sure that I'm not some internet scammer who's going to run off to Mexico with your money. Now, if after the trial period you agree that you're on the quickest path back to your healthiest erections, then we'll continue together. All right, it's that simple. Not only do you get full access to the content on the portal, but you also get access to me during our weekly confidential mastermind calls to crush your barriers. And these calls are designed specifically for helping guys like you to get the results they want. High performance in the bedroom. So if you're serious about this, let me help you through this next chapter of your life. The chapter where you actually reversed your ED and got your life back on track. Otherwise, if it's not worth it to you, I totally understand. All right. I wanted to stay in the dark and rock too. For a long time, I was too scared to take any meaningful actions in my life. So I get that you might not be ready for this kind of massive improvement. So many people actually live in avoidance and become too weak to handle their problems. But when you actually address your problems head on, you start to see that it's a skill set and that you can use this to crush every other problem you have. So if you are ready and you'd love to learn exactly how to push through your avoidance with confidence, and heal one of the most challenging factors of your life, then click the link below, sign up, and I'll make sure you get immediate access and you can start your journey right away. Just, make sure you do this quick, because while this is an online portal, you're also getting access to me personally. And I can only help so many guys. For now, brother, if you got value from this content, make sure you stimulate that subscribe button and erect that thumbs up and the bell. This helps me reach more men who are also struggling. All right, now I'll see you inside the course. Much love, brother.